Hey, guess who? It's that omnificent guru guy again. uh, Somebody knows what I'm talking about, but uh, I was as I look up the word covet, because he was making it the way Forrest described it. It was like if he sold his land is like he did to San Lazaro. He put covenants on it that they can't, uh, turn it into condos or do any. It has to remain a park or whatever. But Fenn's fetish, yeah. He when he says he covets things, it's things that he still wants to own after he's dead. So, and that's something else about the treasure. See, he says that he gives you title to the gold, but you think that's title? No, he's just that's title to the gold solely. Just go. I don't know about the rest of the stuff in there, like the jewels and stuff. If he gives you title to that, because I know he doesn't give you title to his autobiography that's in there. He says, no, you do not. The person who finds the treasure does not have publishing rights for that autobiography. So that you get the story, but he's not giving you. You got to wait till he's dead for 70 years before you can publish that. And I don't think I have a chance of being around another 70 years. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's too loud. There. I got YouTube music. I put it on my tablet, play it to the speaker so it sounds better than off the computer. And I can have music in the background. Not searching today. I went up day before yesterday, and I was just going through. I bring my 360 cam. You're recording, and we go marching along. You get home a day later, and you put it on the computer, and it takes a while to get the 360 video process from the camera to the computer. It takes hours, but. And then I go to play it back, and it was only recording like 1 frame a second. So it's one of them real jittery. I'll post it. I put some music with it because there was no audio, and it was just unless that's just the the program was showing me, because when I was all done, I was heading back to the car, and I stopped by the creek, and then it recorded just how I wanted it to. But anytime. The electronics will always fail you. Stupid thing. I had no idea it was in some other mode. So it isn't now, but I don't know why it was doing it. Yeah, I'll go back to the covet thing here. It says Webster's Dictionary. To covet, to wish for earnestly. Covet an award. To desire what belongs to another inordinately or culpably. The king's brother coveted the throne. So he covets and if you're wanting his treasure, you covet his treasure. So, it's a desire of something that belongs to somebody else. Like, and he was making it that, well, it's a place I sold, and my desire of that is that this not be done to this property, But so actually, the treasure's out there, and it could already be a winner, but he's not giving it up until he's dead. So, you're not getting it. There's like Moses Charlton Heston, From My Cold Dead Hands. You're not getting it. So there's that cut. And in the book, I noticed there's those 3 important chapters in Once Upon a While, right next to each other. Remnants of the Past. Things I Covet. And, well, here's Moses, okay? So, and look, they're right in the middle of the book. In the middle of the book, you know. Right. There's Moses, the mammoth tusks, and the important stuff right there together. If the book is the chest, that's right in the middle. So they're strategic. You wonder if they're placed there intentionally on that order. And then when you look at the Things I Covet, it's very clear there's a cart there, right? But there's a woman over here, and there's figures, there's faces. These are, you know, it's just like the dang rocks I'm finding. You people are, if you can't see that stuff, give up. Because those are the symbols. Those are the kinds of symbols you're looking for to find the treasure. He embellishes a little. Yeah. He exaggerates stories some. He's saying, your feed is pixelated. That darn. It shouldn't be. I've got a very good. I'm not doing anything with any other machines. This is direct from my phone, and it is stupid Verizon. Or it's the new YouTube. I just updated the YouTube too, so it's fuzzy. Yep. And I'm supposed to be on my fast. You know, my billing cycle just started today, and they're still screwing with me. You know, I'm supposed to. I haven't gone over my limit yet. What we see every day. Yep. Wasn't at first. They're buggers. You know, I got my computers on, but there's nothing running, you know, it's all just hanging there. But, you know, there's no reason for anything else to slow my data down. I'm supposed to be on 4G and 30 megabytes a second upload according to speed test, but yeah, with that, you know, 18, nobody, you get 15 gigabytes with 10 with AT&T, and you know, and you're not going to get anything any better anywhere else. So, you know, we're stuck with these shitty phone companies. And I'm a telecommunications engineer. I design fiber optic networks and microwave networks, and I know how much data one fiber cable can carry, and they waste that fiber cable that goes to their tower by putting a small machine on it. Instead of having a machine that can handle all their customers and transmitting, that fiber can carry 50 times what it is carrying right now. And they're playing games because they pay for how much data they use on that fiber network. They don't own their own network. If they own their own network, they wouldn't be a bunch of pansies about using data. They need to join the 21st century. Stop giving us 1X service on a 4G and soon to be 5G phone. They can't even provide the service for a 4G phone, and they're talking about coming out with 5G. Are they nuts? There, I just had my thumb in the Clovis point. That's it, you know. It's about the Clovis people that were up there. I had to drink some Fanatic tea. Four parts green tea, 1 part mint tea. Okay, let me see if there's some questions here that I'm not focused on. If I focus on the questions, I'm focused. Yeah, I have to go to the question. If I'm talking, I find the questions sometimes interrupt what I'm thinking. We begin by coveting what we see every day. Wasn't it first? Verizon, a bunch of okay. Audio is fine. Video is overrated. What about your 2G? Is it off? They screw you over, slow you down. The backbone network is there. And they can handle it. The problem is they have old modems for cell networks. Yeah. The 4G, I mean, when I had the unlimited, and a little over a year ago, they cut it. They cut it back to this new unlimited thing. But when I had the other unlimited, I was uploading at 26 megabytes a second and downloading at 50 megabytes a second. You know, so and they cut you back to less than a megabyte a second. They cut you back to 600K per second when that thing's capable of doing 100 times as fast. It's criminal what they do. Sell you devices that 21st century technology and stick you on a 20th century network, you know. I think Tesla could have done better, but yeah, the people that they say, you know, that deep state and all these criminals that are, and they're doing this all on purpose. They're trying to make people mad and irate and go in the streets and, well, you know, my device ain't working. I might as well go throw bricks through windows. You know, they're trying to get people irate and mad, and the only way the one way to do that is to make their communications crap. You know, so yeah, they could do a lot better. I was when I was working at Time Warner in 2000, 2001, the cell towers had what was called an OC3. Most of the cell towers, they had an OC3. One comes in one side of the tower, and the other one comes out the other side of the tower, so that if one of those get cut, the signals go on the other one. But they had an OC3, okay, and we had equipment that would use that same fiber the OC3 is on, and we could put an OC48 on that fiber, and how many times is 48 more than 3? So, you know, all that data can be piled up on. You can get a lot more data on that same fiber. It's the equipment they use, and so they had OC48, but we had another device that you can take 4 OC48s and put them all onto one fiber. And well, there's a transmit fiber and a receive fiber, but we were even able to take those 40 Gs and you could put them on a splitter that combines the transmit and the receive into one fiber, and they're going both ways, and it works just fine. Yeah, so you that one little fiber cable can do 2,000 times more traffic than it has. But they don't. They lease the fiber from other companies. They lease the towers from the tower over here has AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, all on the same tower, and they all pay this one company here to manage it, and they just got these little fiber cables come in, and and what these phone companies need to do is own their own fiber. They don't own their own fiber. They're leasing it, too much of it, and they have too many flat networks. Their engineers don't understand what a diverse network is. But okay. But Forrest Fenn coveted the treasure. He covets it. There's something, well, it's I still have it, but it's yours. You're not going to have it until I'm dead. So that the proxy thing and all that could, I still look. Forrest says when you find it, you want to go back. You'll want to make 2 trips. You don't want to take it all one trip. You can't take, if it's the art on these rocks, if those are the treasures, you can't take it. You have to leave it there. Don't destroy it either. But because it's not inside the rocks, he didn't do that. All these designs he didn't make. They've been there for 13,000 years. But he covets it. When he talks about that, and you look up the meaning of covet, and when I tried looking it up in my 1825 dictionary, the word covet isn't in there. Yeah, I got that coffee mug on Zazzle. It's Fanatic Brown Trout, or Fanatic Trout coffee mug. Good for the blood. Bring up one of them cups with you next time you venture to the big city. They're on Zazzle. I only have one. I can't afford to buy a inventory, I can't afford to buy 600 cups. Picture clear. Good. Look outside. Forrest might be flying over, blocking the signal. Crap. Give me the text cut they got. Yep. Crystal clear there. Have you seen anyone else? Yeah, you see, they knew we were talking about them. They fixed it up. There it is. So, yeah, I was up there, and I got some great pictures and stuff. I'm going through it. There's a horse, and so a lot of the things are overlapping, and there's like a different scene from different angles. These guys were masters of art. I guarantee you, they have artists back then. They would make Dali, look bad. And today is Salvador Dali's birthday. He'd be 114. And he was a fan of the elephants. And I call these guys, they were Sherpas. They were mammoth Sherpas. Guided people over the mountain. When they come up on their canoes, and then they had like mammoth caravans that go over, and these guys just lived up there on the mountain, and all they did was go from side to side. They managed the mammoths. They kept them trained, and they love their mammoths because they're up there. They're depicted as holding onto the trunks with their arms wrapped around their heads and their heads pressed together with the mammoth head and everything, and they and I could see where there's ramps, where the old ramps. I mean, we got a grade like this. They have grades like this that the mammoth would go up that grade, boom, 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 boom. You know, maybe carrying people. Probably had a cart behind them, dragging, pulling them. You know, and these may be the guys that ended up in India and stuff, and Burma and whatever. They said, I just read one article that they found that the DNA of the woolly mammoth and the Columbian mammoth, that the two had mixed. So there are other mammoths that are derived from a woolly mammoth and a Columbian mammoth. They did woolly, bully, woolly, woolly, bully. Yeah, I got my mask here. It ain't too hot for it today either, but you see, I got my put the frogs on that side. I got the mammoth over here. Yeah. I want to make a wind turbine with a bicycle wheel and salad bowls. And an alternator. And have a belt that goes around the wheel, bicycle wheel, and the alternator. And I stick salad bowls in between the spokes all the way around. Yeah, I gotta get one. I've bought 2 wind turbines over the internet, or from Amazon. I bought one in 2011, and it was supposed to be 700-watt thing and stuff, and the wires on it were the size of a Cat 5 wire, just tiny little, like 28 gauge wires. It's like, that can't get 700 watts. And the thing didn't do jack. No, it ain't no city. Nope. I don't think it's a. Read the poem. He says he left his trove for all to seek. He's hinting of treasures. He's only hinting of treasure. And the trove is the art and nature. Three AC with all you need to convert to DC. Ah. Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I got my land here, and what I was gonna set up I got a old abandoned trailer that was on it. Fully will be found in his lifetime. Well, okay, Fenn's folly will. Well, I think there's the contest, and the theory I got is that he's not getting, you can't have that. You can't have that. He told Ralph Lauren he was taking it with him. He still has it. He hadn't given it up yet. But whoever performs the best, finds this art in nature, turns it into art, explores the place. That's why he said you make 2 trips, because you can't take that rock face with you, but you can come back and see it again. He wants you to return once you've found his treasures. to come back and see it again and again. Years old, it works. Sure, yeah. Um, is one of them propeller ones, or what are some of the treasures? What are some of your treasures who have found since you began Fenn search? I got this is a Clovis knife. It's a skinning knife. From you can see the flaked. It's flaked all along that edge. And these are. I opened a package I got with it. It's a really good slicer, and it's made of basalt. You know, it's what they would carve figures out of and things. This is a volcanic rock, not far from obsidian, you know, but it's very clear the flaking on this is chipped and chipped and chipped all along there to make it sharp. Hey, gold. I got some gold. There it is. Oh, too close. Indian head. Where is he? Upside down? Where is he? There he is. There. And all your text is on top of the coin, so I can't even see if it's focused. I got that. That little thing, it's smaller than a dime. It's a tenth of an ounce. So it's like $150 for that little tiny coin. But it's pure gold. I carry it with me. It's my little good luck piece. Keep it in a zipper section and folded. But, what was that quarter in there? Yeah, I've got a silver quarter I found. Well, I didn't really find it. They gave it to me for change at Burger King. Oh, that's a newer quarter, but what was on it? Why did I save it? Oh. That's, that's why. It's a Great Sand Dunes quarter. I know somebody that would probably like to have that quarter. It's the Great Sand Dunes. Yeah, me to Rob. Forrest. Oh, what's going on here? Any gold? I think if we found this here. I think I'm getting close. I got a spot. I got to check, but it's still spring runoff. I was 2 days ago. I was up there, and places that I have pictures of last year that were out of the water are underwater and stuff, you know. And if you want to look right along the shoreline there, it's better to wait until the water's down lower. It'd be about a month, but when I can, I got walk across. I got to cross and last year I crossed this spot and I was up to my ribs in water that was probably moving 4 or 5 miles an hour, you know, and barely made it across. I only brought a waterproof camera with me on that trip. I think I have video of that. Or no, I left the camera on the other side, maybe. So, did he say? Have you ordered searcher coins? No, I ain't ordered no searcher coin. No. no, I don't. I bought an 1897 or 1887 Morgan silver dollar. Frank, I'm serious. Yes, no specific location, and he said he'd never been there before. Yeah, he'll tell you he never been there before. He tells everybody he never been there before, even if you've been there and stuff. You know, I never been. Or what he told me about the totem. I don't know where that one is. Where is that one? And I sent him the location, but you know, he didn't reply to that. You know, so, but it's there where he can go see it. Yeah, but I don't want to be able to let a lawyer follow you. Yeah, he covets the treasure. It's still in his. Basically, what he's telling you is you can do things legally in paper and all that. It's kind of like he's conducting a contest, but he hadn't told you it's a contest. It will lead you straight to the treasure. If you can find the art in nature, it'll take you straight to the take you to the, you know, the throne, the searcher throne. You win. You're the king of searchers if you find the art. But you ain't getting it until his heart stops beating and the warm waters halt, and from his cold dead hands. Ask old Charlton Heston. Well, he's gone too, isn't he? Even Moses died. I thought he was going to live Charlton Heston was supposed to live 900 years, wasn't he? What they don't realize, those were moons. 900 moons. He was like 68. '72, somewhere in there. 900 divided by 13. That's how many years old Moses was. But yeah, both of the things in paintings and the things I covet have abstract art in the fringes, right there between and what's. There was another story that I heard that describes my spot, and I gotta go look in the area, and there's two Browns that live there. You know, double Omegas, double Browns, double. A rainbow has two ends. You see a lot of double rainbows and double. You know, double this and double that. You follow the poem. You follow the poem to the end of the poem, and then you follow the drawings to the end of the rainbow, and then you follow the poem again, all in that one little area right there in the final focus. You see, it's a 3-part, at least 3-part. I don't know, but it could be that, you know, the art is what I'm. And he said, well, you found it, only there's 40 of them, right? You know, yeah, there's like 4, and I got more than 40 artistic things that I've photographed, and it's just one thing after it. It's all these formations, or everything is carved. Anubis is there, the guardian of the dead, and treasures, and scales. So he's gonna weigh your heart against a feather. You know, that's you look up some of the Egyptian stuff, and it plays right into him taking it with him. There it is, Anubis guarding King Tut's tomb. Anubis guarding, well, Anubis was guarding King Tut's tomb and his King Tut's treasure, and Anubis guarding Forrest Fenn's treasure. Oh, the treasure is the nature. Yeah, I ain't figured it out yet. Nature's the treasure. And if you find that treasure, he'll give you his treasure. No. Oh. Unless you found this ancient archaeology yourself, you don't fathom at all how important it is and what a big deal it is, and how excited that would make Forrest Fenn. You know, after he found that, he probably threw away his Viagra. He's kidding, Forrest. That's funny though, isn't it? I see some sort of halo above your head in the art. Where is that? Oh, this thing? That's Tulum, Mexico. And I took the picture before I put it through the art program. I took the picture and added the Andromeda Galaxy over. Oh, or if I can hold it still. No. There's Alice Cooper. There's me in a biplane and a Boeing Stearman. I went and did some acrobatics. So I'm not afraid to go flying. My uncle and my dad both had a pilot's license. Plug in my power. Okay. I have an Egyptian connection, but get feel for throw the chase or the phone. It's all. He had this stuff on his. In the thrill of the chase, he sends you to his Santa Fe Trading Company, old Santa Fe Trading Company, where he had these stories originally. You gotta know him completely. You gotta kind of know everything because all of the signs are out there. His pile of airplanes, is you know the Christmas and the totem, all these figures holding tombstones. It's ancient Clovis archaeology. You know what the hat's about. He's an Indiana Jones, you know, or better yet, he's 007. You know what I mean? Because there was Indiana Jones guy. I can't remember his dang name. FF or just F. Why are you retracting? All mess DCR. I don't know what you're. Unless you're talking to somebody else. That concept of taking it with you is totally parallel. That was the point of the stuff in the tombs. I know one even had a full-size ship made. he says, I felt like a crippled ant in an elephant parade. Now what do I got? I got mammoth temples. Mammoths are elephants. And my mammoths are 200 feet tall. If you stood there next to them, I mean, they're bigger than a real mammoth was, you know? So you would be the size of an ant next to them. The concept of taking it with you is totally parallel. I know one even had a full shirt. Okay. Always ends all message. What does the little Indian girl have to do with it? Oh, little Indian girl. He's a Indian. I can tell you where I found a little Indian girl sitting on the trunk of an elephant. Okay? Now, it's even my, I'll get it up here. Oh, come on, notifications, go away so I can click on what oh, there's a whole stack of them on the side there. Yeah, I went to go to my Mammoth Temple page on my phone, and all it would show me is the About page. It wouldn't show me any of the pictures, all the important stuff. It's been censored. They don't want the information about this stuff out. They want to stop. They don't want to admit it's there. But oh, come on. There. Here's the little Indian girl. Get the other hand. Okay. What am I? Oh, it's leaning on my weather station. Oh. So, this is the Clovis canoe. It's a canoe on the bottom. This is a mammoth here. This is the eye of the mammoth. And this is his trunk coming down into the canoe. There's a little girl here, little Indian girl here, getting on off or onto the trunk of the mammoth. And there's this big woman here sitting on the trunk of the mammoth is loading the passengers into this canoe. And you see there are people in the canoe. This is if you want to look at this on Facebook, this is the cover picture for Colorado Mammoth Temple, or Mammoth Temples of Colorado. This is the oarsman. And see, he's got his Clovis spear. So, this is my little tripod setup. Right, this thing. And I got a magnet on there to go plop on the back of the phone and stand there. There. So, yeah, and that's no paddle up your creek, too. The canoe. Ancient Clovis people, ancient Native Americans. They're called Clovis people because these people, there's depictions of them with beards. They had beards. The Native Americans said they were white guys with beards. Egyptian stuff. Older than Egypt, apparently. Not near the high technology of modern Egypt. If they were from Egypt and came here and did that, you'd think it'd be of equal brilliance of Egypt. This is cruder. This is older. These are the Fred Flintstone Mount Rushmore. You know, that Anubis, and it's going to take me a long time to go in there and I can take you know how I've trimmed off the background and stuff so you can see Anubis clearly and stuff instead of just, because people, oh, you don't see it in the rock, and then when you cut it out they see it. So I have to cut out more of it, because when I was cutting out that little piece, you could see all the figures running to them and stuff, and you have to, it takes a long time because you gotta identify, you know there's something there, and you gotta look at it until you figure out what it is that is there, and make sure that it's not something else at the same time. There are overlapping things. There are other people inside people's eyeballs in some of the things. There's somebody else's head is in the eyeball of the other thing. And there are lots of cool elephant mammoth eyes cut out into the rock, and they're some of them look like they might be pockets where things could be stuck in there, but you can only do that with a rope. Where are you reacting to? All mess DCR. Forrest always ends all messages. Love a Stearman. Take a hoop and one in Sterling, Virginia. Yeah, there's a, you ride up in front and you sit on your parachute. Your parachute's your seat cushion. And we took off and landed in a grass field. Wasn't even an air, you know, it was an airstrip. It was where they would take off and fly the banners. That airport, it isn't even there anymore, because it was just south of Stapleton Airport, just south of I-70 from not Stapleton Airport, from the new DIA airport. So it was too close to DIA for them, and they shut it down. I like the idea of Egyptian connection. Yeah, there's Enki up there. There's this thing with Enki, and there's a thing behind him. I don't know if I can find that picture. Where Enki is. And it's in here. Woo. Move the thing here so I can, the computer's on the other side of the phone, so I gotta move the phone out of the way so I can see the computer to find Enki. And he's one of the first pictures I took up there. Which one is best? This one. Are you ready for Enki? There's Enki. Well, you see, he's up. You see his head here? And there's the hooded woman in front of him. Well, there's two other women behind her. But this is Enki here. That's Enki sitting in his throne. See his lap here. Here's, but down here, look at this. There's this guy here. See his arm out? And there's a face here on this rock. 2 eyes and a mouth. I'm wondering. I'm wondering, because Enki knew where the entrance to the underworld is. This might be the entrance to the underworld back there below Enki. You see the other women down here? Oh, look. There it is, the treasure. Enki is the treasure. This ancient archaeology. And look at these figures behind him. Look. Wow. That's his tongue hanging out. And look, there's another face inside here. There's an eye. There's the nose. It's a profile. He's looking left. And look at it. Yeah, jump. Oh, I love it. All these figures all over the side of the hill. If you don't see them, oh. Look at all these heads in the crack. See, there's a nose, eyes. There's a face here. There's the nose, eye. He's got a beard. To this person. But there's King Enki. Enki created the Garden of Eden on top of the mountains at the top of the world. And they never found the real Garden of Eden. But he made Adam and Eve, and he knew where the entrance to the underworld was. But you see, look at this stuff. These caves, but see the two dark eyes? It's 14,000 years old. It's worn out. This is a head over here. See the smile, the eyes. It's ancient, very old. Am I going the right way? Yeah, we want to go back to. Look, there's a couple. Hello, see the nose, the eyes. Okay, I went the wrong way. I wanted to go back to Anubis. Had some new pictures of Anubis when I went up there on this, but I'm going the wrong way, I guess. Huh? Yeah, there's see these hieroglyphs on the rocks. And I took this from the highway. And you see there's a guy back there. I'll go back to get Anubis right from where I had him. Where is he? There he is. Okay. There's Anubis. Picture I took the other day. You see the leaves in the way. That's Anubis there. The red tongue is underneath in here. See the red? His mouth. And his scepter right here with a vortex in it. And these are the people along the bottom of the vortex walking down here. And then they go up this stairway and into this spiral vortex. You see them coming up the stairway. So they're, and then they get whisked away off to heaven. There's people floating away. See, there's a person flying off into the vortex. So that's his scepter. And there's people running to him. You see? You see there's a head. It's just all kinds of overlapping bodies and people running to him. But yeah, Anubis is an Egyptian god in Colorado. That's not going to excite Forrest Fenn. You know? You're dead wrong. If Forrest Fenn loves that stuff. Get my thing to centered and balanced so it doesn't topple. There. Okay, it's all crooked. It's going up like this. So, yeah, he's might have, you know, seen all this art and nature. I think Leo Salazar might have shown it to him, because you know, Forrest Fenn's doing his art. He might have told Leo about it. He likes doing archaeology, and Leo said, "Hey, come take a look at this." And he showed him Moses. He says that's where Moses received the 10 Commandments, and that's why Forrest Fenn calls him some sort of omnipotent religious guru. And Jenny Kyle, and the September 11th, 16, Forrest said, "Success is an omnipotent guru." So, you know, things fit together. Find a good-looking rock. If I could find a good-looking rock, he said, when he was looking for rocks for his marbles, and these are his marbles, his marvels in nature, and it turns out it's ancient Egyptian stuff. So, you know, I play with my there we go. A little light show. Yeah, and I got pictures of Moses when I was up there, but my earlier pictures, I was further to the right of where I got. I knew I could, if I went further to the right where I was, I'd fall off the cliff. So I couldn't get the same angle, but I got pictures of him with the crack all lit up inside, because you only see Moses at winter solstice. He's kind of the Santa Claus. The guy with the beard. Oh, concept of taking it with you. Partial connection. Those who built their tombs neither. Yeah. So these people, I think the Anubis was guardian, because Anubis was at the cemeteries. He dragged the body parts off. They'd leave their dead in the trees, and the jackals and vultures would take them away. And so these tombs aren't really tombs. They're more like kind of memorials. And so I don't know if there's anybody inside the rock somewhere. We need some. They need to do that thing where they do the echo thing, like echo sonogram of the earth there, to see if there's empty caverns or chambers inside the mountain. I think there are some signs that looks like a sealed doorway, you know. and but I don't have access to that kind of stuff. And it'd be nice to have a helicopter to get up there with. Up on the top. That's a climb getting up there. I'm gonna go up there and camp one night at least up on top and try and explore some around the top. I should have been able to find that one guy in the throne, but I don't think I went far enough out on the thing. I have to bring my laptop with me so I can get up there and figure out where I am by you look at your picture and go, okay, that's that tree and that's you know, because you got to reckon what am I looking for up here, because there's so much that you can't remember everything that you're looking for. So you got to bring a reference. And it helps to have somebody down below spot you and tell you where you're at. No, you got to go more to the right. Hey, he's trying to act like he's Forrest. Who's trying to act like he's Forrest? I'm not Forrest. Acting lessons coming soon. I see the canoe. Okay, we're back there. Woo! How far back did I go? How many questions I got here? Man, I'm gonna need myself somebody, a producer here to tell me what people are saying. Do you think the original carvers were just winging it, or built it up? The original carvers, I think, were the Sherpas who got kind of a ranch at either end, probably a mammoth ranch. That lush green valley was the food for the mammoths. And, you know, because they eat 200 pounds a day. Quake Lake. Yeah, you know, Quake Lake was formed by the landslide blocked off the river and made a natural dam, basically. But if he mentions a place in the book, it's not there. Any place he mentioned, that's a bold. There aren't any. The only bold hint is treasure. Everything else is subtle hints. Subtle hints. The nuances of the water was cold. There were a chain of waterfalls. You know, not a particular waterfall. When you name a particular thing, it's no longer subtle. That's bold and in your face. And the only bold hint in the poem is treasures. Pyramid made by erecting plain structure. They used elephants to build the pyramid. I watched one. Oh, the movie Gods of Egypt, and they were showing the pyramids, and there was a procession of elephants dragging blocks. Not a bunch of slaves with ropes. No. They used elephants. They used them all over the world. Their culture was in America and in Egypt. And what happened when that comet fragment or whatever hit up in Canada, and pieces of it all over the earth, some pieces hit over and they've got evidence of the destruction it's done to places and broken 100-ton blocks and melted the rocks in a lot of places. Even some of my art is victrified, but it's like, that's melted rock, but it's selective and it's done to create the art. So these people, They knew how to melt rocks, pretty much. We're not the pyramids made by. They. Oh, I think they sang to the rocks, and the rocks danced for them. I don't know how these people, they had ropes. They had to have ropes to have done the stuff on the mountain I seen. Them giant elephant heads. Yeah, I put up a picture of that just a minute ago. Well, is that they're 500 feet. Oh, where'd it go now? There. See, I was up there and taking a picture of it. There's the mammoth heads. You can see the mammoths. It's not hard to see. Oh, so you see the top of that. There's an eye, and is in front of it, and there's another one down lower here, and their trunks curl up. There's another mammoth. There's another one with the trunk going down there. But Moses is right in here. and so, you know, you look quickly down, and so it's somewhere down here in the woods. So, you know. Yeah, I was running my 360 program. Let's go see what we got there. Is this? Yeah. Yeah, let's go back to that. Let's go stop at that. Did I miss it? Oh, I keep missing it. There. Okay. Let's go bigger screen. Okay. So, you see, this is a 360 video, so I can pause it and move it around. Look at these guys. Look at the eye. There's two nostrils, a mouth here. There's another head here. Look at this guy. You see what I mean? There's just figures everywhere here. There's two eyes. There's a face there, too. It's just everywhere there. It's a very spiritual. I'm on the seam between the two cameras. You see, because I can zoom out, spin it around. It'll look funny. You can see it's right on. I'm on the seam of the cameras. Okay. Now you see when my camera I got up there. You know, I record most of my adventure up there, and I had the camera in the wrong setting, and so it recorded like this, 1 frame a second. Oh, I must have stuck the camera in a. There you see. Looking backwards. I must have stuck the camera down again. There we are. We'll go back. It's a little humorous. There's more of them rocks. What do you want, Jack? Okay, hang on. Okay. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here. So, yeah, I haven't registered Jack with the cow dog kennel club yet. But when I do, I'm going to register him as Jack Sparrow. So that we can go on a real pirate treasure hunt. Okay. Oh, there's this thing been coming back up on the same question. What was the shortest idea? It was short and cool. There's a minute I thought they were floating rocks. Megalithic blocks often look melted. Bad northern Colorado here. I take Zyrtec every day, so I don't have allergies. Those stones are hedge are not native to the area. Yeah, the Nile River. Yeah, and you know that the Sphinx was originally Anubis, and it was changed into one of the pharaohs. Because all they had was a head sticking up, and probably his nose is broken off, and they redid it into a pharaoh. But it was originally, it wasn't a cat, it was Anubis, the dog. Ah, Jack. Where did Fenn get all those Indian shoes? Has Jack ever found anything for you? No, he hadn't. But I guess he'd be the first to spot a cat if there was a cat up there. Yeah, all the other shoes end up in the trash. Jack needs to learn how to catch mice. Haven't seen any for a while. I think I pretty much got them out, and I got the hole plugged. Oh, he loves chasing mice. You should see him when we drive by horses or cows. He gets all excited. He's a cow dog. Oh, jeez. He wants some water. Don't you, Jack? There you go. So, yeah, now I got, this is my, this is my 360 camera that I use. Cover's opened up on it. But I put it on top of this pipe, 3/4 inch pipe, and I got a little rubber thing in between them. And so it's got a camera on both sides. It sees all the way around, so I took it up there. It just had you know what I do, bump the thing twice, and so it recorded 1 frame a second instead of the normal video speed. So I wouldn't. So the things he covets, again, you're gonna, you know, we don't know if this is a game. It's not exactly a hoax. There is a treasure in the end for somebody who is brave. You're not gonna find a treasure. He's got to give it to you. He's got to award you the prize. and he might not even, he might have it set up so that that's done after he's dead and gone, and so that's why he doesn't have any part of it. It's out of his hands. He said it's out of my hands, so it's in somebody else's hands, and he's going to give them instructions, you know, for the final thing. That could be. What if you? Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I could. I don't know. My health's been just getting a little bit better lately because I've been taking all vitamins, A, B. Well, B, I get my vitamin B in a injection because my system doesn't absorb B12. It's called pernicious anemia. So I have very little energy to begin with. And I go out there and search. And sometimes I wonder why I'm still searching. Because I know that it could be in this spot. It could be over this other spot. And it could, but it's like, well, okay, how many more of these? I keep finding more of these sculptures. I got new pictures that I haven't even looked at to process, to take out. Does Fenn have habits? Human nature. Oh yeah, you know, we got this. They got the YouTube song about everybody has habits. You know, there are some people that don't poop. Or they'd like to make you think that they don't poop, but everybody poops. And that's the other thing, you know, it's not going to be real close to where you pull off the road. It's not going to be too terribly close to that, because that's where a lot of people, if you've been to these spots where you just pull off the road and you go look behind the trees, you find toilet paper. And that's not a special spot. So it's got to be a little ways from there at least, you know, a couple 100 feet. Yeah, I was up there the other, and I'm looking at the you know, because the snow's melted, and the snow plows just push everything up against the hill, and there's all this toilet paper and a diaper, and people, you know, bring a trash bag with you, put it in the trunk, you know, or that's littering. But if you're gonna go in the forest, you bring a shovel, you dig a little hole, you go in the hole, and you put your paper in the hole, and you cover the hole. And everything goes back to nature. Don't leave it for everybody to see out there. And That's the other thing. Don't go hiking in the forest without at least a partial roll of toilet paper. You don't want to use the poison ivy. My uncle did that. There's a story, yeah. My uncle who just died last year, he did that when he was a kid. Wiped his behind with poison ivy. He learned what poison ivy looked like. So here I'll do this. Where was that at? Oh, close that. Go do it this way. Show you the. That ain't gonna work. I was trying to get a little, show you a little video entertainment here while I get a. Jeez. Gonna refill my cup of tea. Where's this one? There.
Please. This is a 40-degree day. Oh, am I still recording? Yep. Oh. Yeah, I've been up that thing. Oh my gosh.
This is from January. And this is below where the fish and the fin with the fish hooks. Jewelweed. We're looking for the burning bush, the blaze.
Yep. I've been up here. I'm going down to the big rocks. I'm out of breath.
And when you're walking on one of these hillsides, these tufts of grass, or you want to step on top of them because they're like little stairway steps. This is where that blaze is up there. That one.
I'm going up there. Heck, there was one spot up there I didn't really get to, and I got to get around the bottom. I've done that though.
Trying to get this dang thing. We're to show you the whole thing. Blaze up here. But I think I'm right by the one. Am I gonna go turn my head to the right again? Nope.
He couldn't do this.
He couldn't do this.
He's got 27 years on me.
Fell on my ass. See that head in the ground? This guy, this is nose in there. I was 9,000 feet or something here.
Yeah. My other pictures.
The top of this hill is probably 10-2.
There's where I guess you could.
See the girl over here? It's one of the ones that I have sitting by the rocks. That I have the find a good looking rock poster.
Or could be doing that kind of climbing to recover it. Because after that preacher died, he said that he could go and retrieve it on his own without any help. But I'll bet you, yeah, he'll say that, but probably actually little I brought Doug Preston with him. Or his grandson. He named his grandson after a buffalo, huh? That's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I was wearing army boots.
Down there to the road.
I haven't seen any mountain lions yet. And the dog...
There's by a balancing elephant head.
The dog is kind of a benefit, you know, because if there is a mountain lion or something... I gotta get this camera so it balances on its own without me holding it. If there is a mountain lion, bear or something, you know, they'll go for the dog. The dog will go after them, and they'll be after that animal while you're getting your gun out to shoot them, to shoot the wild beast. Oh.
You got a flat tire.
I think this is the day when I left and there was an accident half a mile down the road. Where are we?
Figure out my spot. I just gotta remember that they don't know my spot. Big pine smell.
Yeah, you really smell them pine needles in some spots. And some of the rocks under the pine trees are just covered with sap.
Almost my big rock here.
Let's go ahead and do it. You gotta be careful where you put your foot in this stuff. As you go through a hole. And I bring a walking sticks are great because it's like becoming a four-legged animal, you know. skip ahead here.
Total idiot. I'm going to stop recording. Oh, I'm getting I'm about done. I'm heading out.
Boom. Okay, now which rock is it under?
See?
People that think it's easy.
This is a very spiritual area. And these Clovis people, I think, are helping me out some. Let's look at this. Yeah, I don't see it in there. Try and step on the exposed rock rather than the snow. I want to go look under that. Then go whoop, right on up here.
There's nothing precise. He said you're going to have to look all over for it. You can't just go right to it. The poem does lead straight to the treasure, but that's if you have solved the poem.
Oh, look at that. So I was heading up this way. Let's see, a big hole there. That could be a home of brown, you know. A bear could live in there. And hopefully there's none in here. Woohoo!
Yeah, look under there.
I see no treasure in there. I see no treasure under there. Oh. My other thing, I believe, was it's someplace that he can see it from his car. Or he can see something that's covering it from his car, and that thing hasn't moved. That's how he knows that the treasure is still there. And right up there, F-E-N-N. It's very hard to see right now in this light.
This thing right up here is.
In the right light.
Oh, this right here is the blaze.
And the lumberjack's right over there.
That's where it says.
With his knee bent up and on the rock there. He's looking up there. Their faces. It's very hard to. It's amazing. It's very hard to see them with your bare eye. But when you take a picture of it, that stuff comes out. There's sea figures up there. There's stuff up there. These are the temples up here. Okay. Got a few more feet to go to get up here. Look, foot grip. And I'm coming up under a bush up there. Move my head out of there. Yep, this is the big rock.
The big rock here is where I was heading to look under it.
Not seeing treasure.
There's all big gap underneath it.
These rocks have pretty much been like this for a very long time. go around that thing that way. Maybe I gotta look under this side, huh? Yeah. I don't see it. I don't see it. Oh, jeez. Where's your treasure, Forrest, Fenn? There's your name. There's your fisherman. And the fishing line coming down and...
Yay!
I only came up to this.
Fun, Frank.
I need to go check this up here. Because when I got up here the other day, it was getting dark quick, and I had to just get down off the
Okay, we'll skip ahead.
This forest. I bet this is very old. Too bad they don't put date on them. Those are elephants over there, that big round hump, and that flat one there is they're facing outward. There's 3 of them facing that way. These are mammoths. Okay. Oh, you might. My Sony camera's dead. My Nikon's alive. Gotta charge batteries on that soon. Cubby hole. Flat stone in there. Going across.
40 pounds, 42 pounds.
Yeah. This is a little cubby hole too. And we still got that wood going down there. But, you know, I search on my way out. On the way in and on the way out. We don't see anything. We're getting out of here. We're done. Step on loose rocks. Pick another one to step on.
Yeah, when he was, he says that it's where a 79-year-old guy can go, but an 87-year-old guy can't go there. So it's not too easy.
Broken wood down there too. See, I use my hands and my feet for this stuff. Sit down when you gotta.
Well, you scoot along on your butt in some places.
Probably the bird.
There are other slopes that go down. In the rocks here, there's just so many places to hide it in these rocks.
Wish I had a zip line. Woo! My car's right down there by that orange fiber marker. See, now if something from way up there came down, I was here, just duck in here. The rocks are going to go right over the south. These are huge. It'd have to be a really big one falling off.
There's more than one brown. It's quite a ways. You wouldn't want to walk to his home, I'll tell you that. But there's 2 other browns that are walking distance from here. And I've searched around. It's kind of about the same area type of stuff.
Sit down and slide my butt over the rocks. I gotta Make sure I didn't lose my wallet. I should have it in my backpack. My backpack is mostly empty. It's got cameras in it. And I bring it mostly empty to haul the treasure out. If you climb up here, you don't want to make 2 trips. I don't. Forrest said you want to make 2 trips.
See, even in here, you can make out some figures. There's, you know, the head here. There's the butt sitting on this rock. There's another head. Well, there's figures in these scree piles.
I get up here, maybe I can.
It's just hard to point them out. You need still pictures really to see them good.
I gotta look under that rock over there.
But that's looks like those 2 big boulders are just a couple on one on top of the other. See, here's the guy on top of. Yeah, this rock is humping the other rock basically. Yeah, boy, he knows exactly where it is. We got to look everywhere. You got to look everywhere to find exactly where it is. Except, unless it's the treasure, the art that I've found.
Thorns in my socks. I think excuses. Oh, it couldn't be that. It couldn't be that. You're just imagining seeing that. You know?
See him getting down there.
Down. We are down this bridge.
Doop. Where was that? What was this one? Oh, no, that's where I was camped. Yeah.
Side of her colon. It was not
Ah! Little rant. Oh, skip over to rants. See, look at this thing's car. There's a guy right in here. This arch, this omega. See the omega?
Down, across, up and down. That's because it was sculpted. It's almost worn off. I want to be sure and get some of this stucco covering that's on the rock to see if they can date.
Hey, what was that?
This is promise. I want to be sure and
See this thing here? That's a rock. You know what I mean? You see that right there? That little box down at the bottom there? Yeah, it's not. That's a gray rock. I can give you a closer look. Hey. Oh, just a gray rock. That's one reason it's good to. This little tripod thing's making me mad. A real good one. I'm gonna get it straight. Okay. There. Now you see my glove. Okay. Continue on.
get some of this stucco covering that's on the rock to see if they can date that. This is promising. This is very promising. And Forrest could have gone up here to get it? I don't know. Oh, boy, that's a big... Long rock. It's like that asteroid that went by. Big long scar thing. Oh! Okay. There.
Oh.
See, this is almost like a stairway.
There's a I'll pause it when it gets back on her.
You know,
There's a girl up there.
Grass and it's got a little platform over it. This.
You can see the where is she? She's sitting here. There's her face and her legs. These are her legs. But there's a girl sitting there.
It's almost like a stairway. Huh. Because you got these tufts. You know, this is tuft of grass and it's got a little platform over it. And you put your foot there, grab a rock and move up. In there. In there.
See the girl sitting there?
You know, and some of these cracks probably have mummies in them. They're probably cemented in. Because these people did know how to make cement. Now you see, to people that never tried it, this is sort of a...
Now you see this guy, see the eye and the nose and the mouth. There's a face right here. Woohoo. You know? There's a big head guy right here. And look at this. See the two eyes up here in the nose? There's another one on top of him. It's like the totem pole. Everything's stacked up. One thing on top of another.
Look at the Indian in
There,
there. See him?
there's a guy in the crack in here.
Bad. There's an engine sitting right there. Wow. He's got the orange thing, and he's got an orange on his cheek, and wow. That's a neat Indian sitting in there. I see a lot of them in the cracks. It's amazing. And there's more figures above them.
See, there's the face up here in the... Oh, it doesn't show up on this.
Not carved, it's a stucco that's molded into one, just like he is. He's rocks with stucco on him, or cement. So, now we'll go across over here.
Yeah, I'm right below the blaze with the fin with the fish and the fish hooks.
I'd be sweating bullets inside it. Very warmed up. And I gotta remember, keep an eye out for artifacts, Clovis points, such. There's another chimney thing here, I guess, or... Yeah. See, it's right up there at the Fenn. Lumberjack's up there. Oh boy. So, and to get up on top of this, you go down the road half a mile, park there, and there's a slope to come up around this.
See, right up here is where it says FENN, and has the fish with the fish hooks. I can see the fish hooks almost. But there's a lumberjack guy standing here looking up there, and there's somewhat the bird and the crescent going on up there too. So, but here, get this off of here. A magnet connector. You see that face there? Is that Forrest Fenn as a boy? Is that him holding his fishing pole? See the arm going up? This is where the fish hooks are, and the fish. You see the two, there's a face on there even. Wow. So, you know, we got this guy over here. Yeah, there's stuff, there are things hidden all over in them. Let me see, play.
Shot up over the top. But that's a summer thing. I'm not doing that today. I'm checking this immediate area.
See this little point over
Where's
here?
my Olmec head? He's got to be further up that way. I wonder if he was, if I shot him from the other temple.
And you know, sometimes it might be a little hard to climb,
The road.
you know, but and it just a 70-year-old guy takes a little longer than a 60-year-old guy.
There's a pond area, the creek, and the ice is cracked, kind of glaciers. I mean, icebergs in there.
Yeah. I seen your car up there, Frank.
Thick all the way across the creek. Walk right across that. And get to the other side, climb up the hill.
When I see cars, when I'm up here and I see cars parked down below, and
I think I'm gonna sit down
I take pictures
with my Nikon.
to see if they're treasure hunters. There was one car that was parked at the pull-out longer than I would have expected somebody to.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
Is that one? That ain't one I wanted. Yeah. You see, there's stuff on these rocks here. There's stuff on them rocks there. Take it off this tripod again. See the faces? Look at this guy. You're looking to the left. Look at that smiley there. And there's another guy. And another one down there. See him down in there? See his nose sticking out? This stuff is all over up here. These are not natural. I still got to go hiking because I only seen this with my drone. I haven't hiked over to these. And this could be the spot, too. Okay, I'll continue. I think, yeah, we come back. And see, it's these rocks here. And there's, you know, stuff on this side. It's just all kinds of things. But the part I wanted to get to was right here. This part. Look at this. See, there's my car, right? And look right down here. Hello. And you see, this is his hand coming up. And he's holding something. Who is that guy? Is that Forrest Fenn? I don't think he could have seen. You see, that's something you'd only see if you were flying through here. And look, there's a little cave there. And all I got to do is go over here and a rope into that hole. Or there, maybe it's in this hole. Oh, look, man, it is a nasty looking guy in there. But you see, there's another hand. But yeah, look at him. That's too cool. So, yeah, you got to find the art in nature. And I've found a whole lot of it. So, yeah. Get this thing on the tripod and straight there. Okay, so yeah, see that face is right down there. Here's my car. So, well, let's go back, turn it around. It's about 2 hours. That's long enough for a video. But, you know, if people want to see some sensitive information, they got to watch the whole video. You never know what you're going to miss when you watch one of my videos. Yeah. So, I've got all kinds of art I'm making. Thanks, Dave. Blog operators, YouTube, pools, Facebook, all good places to trolling. As panel grows, so does their info. The Brady Bunch panel, they haven't left the land of entrapment yet. Yeah, he said in the Rocky Mountains. He said north of Santa Fe. In the mountains north of Santa Fe. The mountains don't end at the Colorado border. and that's the other thing. When you watch my videos, that's me. I'm real. I'm not putting on a show. You know, dressing myself up. Sometimes I don't even shave, you know. That's me. I'm not putting on a show. I'm not acting. I'm not doing any of that. It's just the real me. And some people don't like real people. uh, some people you can tell a phony smile and stuff, you know. Um, and it's you know, and then yeah, you present yourself as something that you're not, and you know, trying to make people think the other way. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Oh, there's more of them down here. Real deal, Bill. Did gypsies unblock you? I don't know if I haven't tried to. I gave up. You know. Um. They ain't. Nope. Not as far as I know. I ain't been unblocked. True. Good point. Now, what did I say? What did I say? um, yeah, he meant Chaco Canyon. The beads came from Colorado. He basically put the beads back in Colorado. They were what? No, they're not the oldest. Or maybe they are about the oldest thing in there. Because what's the oldest? When did it start? See, the oldest thing would be the beads. Maybe them Arab coins. I think they were about the same age. But where did they start? In Colorado. They started in Colorado, so they've returned to Colorado. That could be a people. When the first video came out. And the guy said, well, I'm thinking brown trout. And everybody just jumped on that bandwagon and they refused to get off of it. Ask you to, if I have to ask you to be on there, sure, they never answer. They might have blocked me too. Yeah, that's what they'll do if you know, inquire too much about me there, they'll. I mean, they're supposed to be open to all kinds of ideas and all the possibilities, except for the ones that come out of this guy's brain, you know. Fanatic tea. So. Okay, I got 2 hours. I'll turn it off. Hope it didn't get too boring. but I go on the fly. I don't go on a script. And sometimes I get going on something and I get distracted on something else and don't make it back where I left off before because I'm on a different subject. But take it easy. Adios. Happy hunting.